Hey everyone, this is Isaac here, and welcome back to Isaac Reviews 2023. Sorry this video took so long to get out. Given how tight my schedule was over my vacation, I figured the best course of action I could take was to wait until this movie came out on streaming to talk about it. So now that I'm able to sit down and make a good quality video for a change, let's talk about Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken. After the critical and financial hit DreamWorks saw in 2022, I'm sure we were all waiting with bated breath to see what they had in store for the future, except for Trolls Band Together, of course, and they announced their first of 2 movies this year only 3 months before it was due for release on the same day as the final Indiana Jones movie, not to mention Universal probably did a worse job marketing it than Disney did with Strange World, so right off the bat, the odds were not in Ruby's favor, especially with it going on to crash and burn at the box office. But how was the movie itself? Well, I saw it with my mom and grandma when it first came out, and we all enjoyed it. Let me explain why. The movie focuses on who else but Ruby Gillman, a 15-year-old humanoid Kraken who's struggling to fit in at school with her having a secret crush and her overbearing mom forbidding her from going to prom or near water in general. Why? Because as it turns out, Ruby can turn into a giant Kraken, as can her mom and grandmama. Not only that, but for decades they've been subverting the common stereotypes associated with Krakens and have been protecting the ocean from the evil mermaids, who want to use the Kraken's power for their own benefit. Things get even more complicated when new girl Chelsea Vander Zee starts going to Ruby's school and instantly becomes popular despite being a mermaid herself. So when things start to go south, Ruby has to harness her powers and save the ocean and maybe make it to prom all the while. Right off the bat, this is a very predictable movie. It's got all the hallmarks of a typical coming-of-age story, from the awkward crush to the overprotective parents to the popular person who turns out to be a giant asshole, as well as some standard animated movie cliches like the liar revealed, third act breakup, and dance party ending. Plus, even if the trailers didn't reveal it, I still would have easily predicted Chelsea was gonna be the twist villain. And as far as twist villains go, yeah, she's a very low tier one. Not only that, but the pacing is extremely unfocused. It tries to toss around all sorts of different ideas and tones, but hardly any are given enough time to shine and can feel quickly forgotten as soon as they're presented. Which sucks, because I will admit that this movie had some genuine heart beneath its layers of cluttered writing and hit-or-miss jokes, and when it slows down to breathe, it can be pretty sweet. Not to mention the voice acting was honestly really good, with Lana Condor, Annie Murphy, and Jane Fonda being the highlights. But to get to some of Ruby's better moments, you have to trudge through some of its less desirable qualities. One such quality is the character designs. While the sea creatures look okay, the human designs are pretty off. Like, just look at this guy Connor and his yee ass haircut that looks like Nikocado Avocado's blue talkie ramen noodles, or any of these side characters with their twig-like arms and their hands that are bigger than their heads. I mean, these aren't the most unsightly designs I've seen for an animated film, especially compared to something like Marmaduke, but they're certainly not good either. But that's not to say the animation looks bad. In fact, I'd say it's one of Ruby's stronger aspects. When looking past the humans, the Krakens and mermaids are well designed and the overall character animation looks pretty good. I can definitely tell it was trying to go for a more exaggerated rubber hose style of animation akin to Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs in Hotel Transylvania, and it pulls it off nicely with a strong use of squash and stretch and some nice backgrounds. And once it goes underwater, it only gets better. The scenes of Ruby swimming in the ocean or training with her grandmama are where the vibrant and bioluminescent colors really start to pop and make the experience very visually striking, coupled with a great score by rookie composer Stephanie Economo. Even the kaiju-esque climax was pretty engaging, beyond how obvious it was that Chelsea was both a twist villain and the evil mermaid queen in disguise. I don't have a whole lot else to say, unfortunately, so I'll sum things up by saying that beyond the terrible marketing on Universal's part, Ruby Gillman Teenage Kraken is a very cute movie. It's certainly nothing groundbreaking, especially with the bad writing and uncanny human designs, but the otherwise great animation, solid voice acting, and a handful of heartwarming scenes make for a flawed but sweet experience. If you like the ocean, mythology, kaiju movies, or coming-of-age movies, there's no harm in giving this a watch, especially since it's now on streaming. As for my rating, I'm gonna give Ruby a 7 out of 10. It may not be among DreamWorks' best movies, but it doesn't have to be Puss in Boots: The Last Wish to still be good. Hang on, before my next time bit, I got an idea. You know how I brought up the unbelievably obvious twist surrounding Chelsea aka Narissa? Well, it gave me an idea for a song, and it goes a little something like this. Who's the evil mermaid queen? It's been Narissa all along. Who stole the trident for her selfish means? It's been Narissa all along. She showed up at Ruby's school. Everyone thought she was cool. Turns out that was a disguise in the ocean. She'll soon rule, all thanks to who? Ruby, 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 Ruby. It's too late to save Oceanside now that everything's going wrong. Thanks to Narissa, naughty Narissa. It's been Narissa all along.
And I destroyed that one house Ruby's mom was trying to sell. Ha 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 ha! Ah ha 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 ha!
Please don't sue me, Disney. Next time, we have the box office battle of the century, Barbie versus Oppenheimer. Which of these movies will I be seeing first? After careful consideration, I decided the first one I'll watch will be Oppenheimer. Yep, this looks like peak cinema alright, and I still can't believe Christopher Nolan set off an actual nuke for this movie. Anyways, thanks for watching this video and for your patience leading up to it. Subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!